My name is Andrey Gugnin, and back in 2016 I came to Australia to compete in Sydney International Piano Competition, which I actually won. When I was sitting on the stage of Opera House, along with other fellow competitors, finalists of the competition, and we all been waiting for the results. And of course, it felt exciting. I mean, knowing that anyway you have a prize, but you just don't know which prize. And of course, it's a huge difference having sixth prize or to be a winner. As I recall, it was quite full still, so was plenty of people in the audience, also waiting for the results. So the whole atmosphere was, very exciting, and the announcement started with, with words of gratitude to all sponsors, whatever. So you're actually waiting quite a while for the actual results, and then they started to announce special prizes. So they announced the sixth prize winner. It wasn't me, so I was okay. It's not sixth prize, good. Then they continued on. Fifth prize also wasn't me. So every time you're getting more and more nervous. Kind of, the bets are more high, and then somehow I don't recall exactly which point, but I kind of realized, okay, probably I'm the winner. I don't know why, but I got that feeling, and even before the actual announcement of that I won, I already somehow knew that. And but of course, when they said that second prize went to
Arseny Tarasevich Nikolaev,
it was very obvious that that's the first prize is mine.
the winner of the 2016 Sydney International Piano Competition of Australia, Andrey Gugnin.
And well, of course, I felt extremely happy, and it's one of these rare moments when you actually feel like just pure, happy without any double thoughts. Because normally artists, musicians tend to have all the time this, feeling that even if they feel good, still in some back thoughts you feel like still some troubles or whatever. It's quite nervous profession, but in that moment I was just really so happy, and it will always stay in my heart. Winning the competition gave me a lot of engagements, opportunities to perform throughout the whole world, basically. And particularly, I felt good about coming back many, many times to Australia, which I really love. It's an amazing country. I mean, I'm so fascinated with the nature, particularly. And I had this huge tour, 70 days long, when I traveled literally through the whole continent, starting in New South Wales and then Queensland, South Australia, Northern Territory. It's the whole thing, and and I recall the last venue was in Alice Springs, and I had an extra day which I could spend for sightseeing, and I went to Uluru, and it was, well, simply amazing. Of course, besides Australia, I got a very important engagement, like concerts with London Philharmonic Orchestra, which I did in Royal Festival Hall, and performance with Mariinsky Orchestra and under Maestro Valery Gergiev, many festivals in Europe. So it's the whole thing is just amazing. Another important engagement I got was the opportunity to record for Hyperion label, which is important for me, and I mean for any musician, because this label is special. It has amazing reputation for making very original programs for the catalog, and we actually been discussing the program for quite a long time, and then we finally decided that I can record all Shostakovich CD, his both sonatas and 24 preludes. So it's a tough program, but yeah, I'm really glad that we agreed on that. I sincerely hope that the competition will go on, and I mean the level will remain or even increase if it's possible. I mean, it's already great. I hope the next winner of the competition will get lots of engagements as well as I did, and I really wish luck and best to the competition to remain that incredible level. And I've been competing in many competitions, and my experience during the competition in Sydney was far better than I could expect. I mean, it's because anyway, competitions itself, it's not a pleasant thing for an artist. I mean, you have to compete, it's filled. But here in Sydney, the competition was arranged the way that the level of pressure could be as low as it's possible, and I'm really grateful for that to the staff of competition, to the all organizers. It's really difficult. I know how tough it is to arrange it that way, and I hope it will remain like this, and I wish all the best to the competition. on the stage in actual process of playing, it's a very controversial feeling. On one hand, you're excited, inspired. On the other, somehow you need, to control everything what you're doing, and the third thing, you also have to, to project whatever you're doing actually to the audience, so they can also feel like, I don't know, to comprehend everything you're doing. So that's the goal. I mean, somehow you need to transmit the music of these great composers to the audience, so they can recognize it, appreciate, and it's quite a tough goal, and honestly, I mean, there is no one solution how to do this. It's very spontaneous process, and something you do maybe different ways each time, and I'm still learning basically how to do this.
Please welcome to the stage Andrey Gugnin.
I also realized the importance of the effect music might make on the public, which actually I think might be the most valuable part of music making. And I recall playing one concert here in Australia, and after the performance, one couple approached me, thanking me for the concert and saying that they've been so much moved by the performance that it's really changed their like entire mood, because they just recently they lost tragically their son, and they basically didn't know how to go and how to live with it, and so somehow music brought a certain peace to their hearts. And I mean, it's those really moments when you appreciate what you're doing, and that it can literally help people, and that's, I think, it is a great thing.
Maar dit zit eraan vooraf.
There are plenty of things which inspire me a lot. It's not only musicians or artists, it's also my friends, my family, nature I'm observing. It's the whole life experience is, I think, very important to, you know, to like to feel literally all the time, which enriches your playing. I really believe that not only just matter of practicing to play, you know, well. It's you need to have a vast experience in life to I don't know, to have friends, to love someone, to go through certain sufferings. Even it's all reflects in your playing. And for instance, this early morning I went for a run here in Sydney, and I mean I was just looking at the bay and this sun rising, and it's such a beauty. I mean, it brings so much to your soul, and then inevitably you feel like the urge to express it in somehow. And in my case, it's music. So it's a lot of things which actually so important and affects your music. If I wouldn't be a musician, I probably would be a mathematician, actually. Since my father, my brother, they both are professional mathematicians, and my brother actually is doing a lot of researches, and he's lecturing in many places and also the main university in Russia. And I really loved studying, learning maths, and now I already forgot many things, but still I have this great admiration for mathematics, and that probably would be alternative thing if not music. Actually, I love to read. Unfortunately, lately I didn't have much time to spend on reading, but I think it's also very, very important and very much develop you. And also, I think for musicians, it's very important to do sports, because since you have to spend a lot of hours sitting in, you know, the instrument, and it's not very healthy, obviously. So I love to go to jog, to run, to do some workout, and it's also release some, you know, mental pressure. I think it's just helps us to be more calm, stable, normal, and it's also important where are you spending your time. And for me, it's like essential, and I really love to be in Croatia. It's now became like my second home after Moscow, and when I have actually opportunities, time, I go to Zagreb or to the coast and have lots of friends there, and I really relax there, and it's amazing for me. Another valuable part of music making is you meet a lot of musicians, other musicians, and which you would collaborate with, playing chamber music, or if it's conductor with orchestras. Actually, I'm very grateful to the Sydney competition because I now collaborating with a wonderful British violinist, Tasman Little. During the competition, it was a chamber round, and we played Kreutzer Sonata. The moment we played during the competition, we just, felt this special music connection, and Tasmin was so generous and kind to me, and she actually invited me to play with her in duo in UK for a few festivals, and we continuing this collaboration. It's really, very, very special to me. Also, I have musician friends which were playing together, and I mean, for me, in fact, chamber music is somehow even more important than playing solo, because it's not only music you're making, but it's also the personal connection. So it's both. It's like music and being a human being, somehow really spiritually connected to another human being, which is really special thing in life, I think. And also it's just more satisfying, I think, to play on stage with other musicians. It's somehow it's more inspiring, and fortunately I have opportunities to play chamber music a lot, and hopefully it will remain like this. Well, there are of course some unpleasant sides of being concert musician. You're forced to travel a lot, which is actually great fun, but on the other hand, it brings to your life certain feel of loneliness sometimes, because I mean it's actually hard to, for instance, to have any relationship, to maintain them, because no one would really stand this schedule, well, there are some other unpleasant things, like sometimes you have to iron your shirt before going on stage, which is very annoying for me. I don't like to do this. But overall, of course, I think there are benefits, the pleasant sides of being a musician is there prevails on bad things for sure. So I mean, I never regretted it, or I will never regret that I'm doing what I'm doing. It's just simply amazing, and I feel really privileged.